Okay, so we're coming up for the starting of my second quick lap. That is the beginning of the pit straight. You see going second, third, fourth, fifth gear and sixth gear all the way with one hand on the steering wheel, braking hard for the quick chicane, down to fourth gear, hit the curb, up to fifth gear, accelerating fast, and then there's a big brake point for the slow section, the second gear session, sliding around and trying to put the power down. Going around those bends only one gear, second gear, and the difficult thing is to put the power down. Now you go through the gearbox again, third and fourth, and going fourth gear to this S session, then hard braking again, down to second gear, and then power down second, third, fourth, fifth gear to the quick corner of the circuit, down to fourth gear, into the main straight, and there you put the whole power of the Honda engine, and we reach about 290 kilometers. I'm coming up those slow cars, and I had a big of a problem to stop the car there, inside line, slide around. I had to be in first gear instead of second, then you go second, third, quick round the left hand, second gear corner, accelerate again through the gearbox, third, fourth, fifth gear, quick corner here, big brake for the corner before the pits, second gear, and just finishing the lap, sliding around, all the power down, wheel spinning, and getting a very good lap. It was an exciting lap for me. Very difficult under the circumstances of damp circuit, getting dry right at the end, and as you can see, going across many cars, which were...
There's De Angelis behind him. They've got the wings set up to give them the best possible compromise between downforce and speed on the straight, and you can tell from the way that Senna is throwing the car about as he comes up behind Felix Streff, the Frenchman, who moves over and gives him room. That was a good bit of driving. Streff used his mirrors intelligently. He cleared the way for Senna, and Senna is blasting, James.
Yep, Senna is very much on a quick one. We tend to think of him as being very experienced. Yesterday he showed a bit of an experience. He was a bit untidy with the car in, as it were, trying too hard. He was pushing too hard, got a bit ragged and didn't go very well. His opening lap here today when he had his first run was very much better, and he looks pretty smooth this time because he's got something like just over half a second, or just under half a second I should say, to make up on Nigel Mansell, and believe me, he'll be very keen to get another pole position. So Ayrton Senna absolutely on the limit into the apex, getting the line through the corner, making the corner, smoothing it out as best he can, just clipping the curb there on the inside and then sliding it out to the exit, riding up the curb. And this is sensational. And I have to say, I don't think anybody's going to beat that. If I had to put money on it, I'd say that won't be beaten today.
11th Mark Blundell in the second Ligier. Derek Warwick is 12th in the second footwork. And Ayrton Senna, that we are riding with, is now on his 43rd lap, coming up to the right-hander at Flinders Bend, past the packed house veranda, into the left-hander at East Terrace Bend, round the right-hander again at Flinders, into East Terrace, underneath the bridge, into the left-hander at Market's Turn. There's the Markets in front, which are being redeveloped with the old facade. Stag Turn, the right-hander, leads into Jerns Straight, and this is 150 miles an hour to Brewery Bend, slow down to about 95, up into sixth gear, build up to about 300k, and that's about 180 miles an hour. Hard on the brakes again, from sixth to second for racetrack hairpin. Senna leads. All the corporate hospitality boxes on the left, having a good time. The only pity is that the sun is not shining as much as we've seen in Australia in the past, but on the other hand, it just wet.
Well, exactly, Mary. I was just about to say, but hang on, at least it's not raining.
It's going to be good, it is indeed, and that's pole position, provisional pole for Nigel Mansell. First one under 1:15 in anger. Berger did a 14.9 this morning. And we're off on a flyer with Ayrton Senna, and he will certainly be hoping this is the provisional pole lap. To the gearbox, off the apex, trying to keep his rhythm going in the twisty bits. And that was quicker again on the split, much quicker. So Senna much the quickest on the first third of the lap. He's got a good run onto the main straight. And this looks as if Mansell's time of 1:14.822 is under serious threat. Murray's just written 14.5 with the question mark to me, and I think that sounds like a pretty good guess. I like that, Murray. Let's see if you're right. I'll go along with it. Changing down pretty early there, getting a lot of revs on the engine, but you won't be worried about that. It'll be out after this session. And yes, 1:14.2, even quicker than we thought. And there's Mansell watching that. Little shrug. Quite rightly, there's not a lot he can do about that. That was a pretty devastating lap by Ayrton Senna.